This is John Caldwell, and this is my business video for Made in Germany. And the first question was, what are some current economic issues, topics in Germany? And obviously the biggest one was the economic sanctions because of the Ukraine situation. Now, that's hurting some key components because obviously Russia is a very large country, but it doesn't actually produce much finished goods. It mostly exports things like natural gas and oil. Most of their machinery and technology is actually imported in, and most of that comes from Germany. A lot of people are concerned about these sanctions and how it's going to affect them. The second question is, what impression did the show magazine leave you on regards to German business and German culture? Mostly just that it's very micromanaged. I didn't really hear a lot of politics in it. It was mostly just, I suppose they were like other business and they spout statistics and they talk about what works, what doesn't work. Efficiency. I suppose that's the key word here, and just all their business sense is just efficiency. What do you know about Germany and its industries before watching and reading? Well, I actually knew that prior to World War I, that was the reason why most countries were afraid of Germany, was because Germany was such this huge industrial powerhouse, and it had been building up like so many steel plants and engineering plants and a navy prior to World War I. Not that they'd really muscled in on the other colonial powers, but the other colonial powers were afraid that in an actual pitched fight they wouldn't be able to win. After the War of 1871, the French actually instituted the Made in Germany tag, which was supposed to get people not to buy them, but obviously that backfired and people started getting those specifically because they were a sign of quality. But after this, I guess it's more or less the same. It's very professional, it's very clean, they don't really cut corners. Everything's very over-engineered, just made to be as good and sturdy and efficient as possible. And it can really be considered an economic powerhouse because it has good youth programs, good education, and of course this very professional, very good work ethic, culture of just finding peak efficiency. The biggest technologies that they excel in besides cars is just engineering, mechanical engineering, making parts, making machines, making pumps, making bits, making industrial chemicals. A lot of that is exported, and well, most countries aren't really developed enough. Even if they have a luscious amount of natural resources, they can't really export all that without the means to extract it. And Germany provides those services. And yes, the same issues are obviously lack of customers, because they basically depend on most people not being able to make these themselves and needing to buy them from them. And the sanctions have been the biggest problem as far as that goes.